Hi, this is Adam from Gretsch Guitars, and we're here at NAMM 2020 for Bax, and we're looking at some new Electromatic models that we're releasing here this year here in Sully, California. So what we're looking at is the Gretsch Double Jet BT. So back in summer NAMM we relaunched the Double Jet FT, which is the Filtertron model, had the Bixby on it, which we've got some of them over there, but these are the new ones, which are the BT Jet, and the BT stands for Broadtron. So the Broadtron pickups on these are what you see right here, which means they have a slightly broader magnetic field than our regular Filtertrons, giving it a bit more of a fuller sound. So, but you still get the bite and clarity of a classic Gretsch Filtertron, but with the fuller, rounder sound going more towards a kind of PAF sort of vibe. So somewhere in between, but importantly with that string-to-string definition and fidelity that you'd expect from a Gretsch guitar. We've updated these models with chambered mahogany bodies and arch maple top, mahogany neck. It's got a treble bleed on the master volume, and we have a variety of finishes on these as well. So this one, as you can see, is this natural finish with the black back and sides, which may have a familiar kind of look for some of you guys to a certain model that we do elsewhere in the range. But this is this is not officially affiliated. Shall I say that? That's a little clue for you. I'm not going to say any more. I'm going to put that one down and show you another finish. Another of my favourite finishes in this range is the walnut stain. So I'm going to try and move it in the light there, so you can see the wood grain through there. And on this model and the other two finishes, the finish is all over, whereas on the natural it was black on the back and sides and natural on top, just for a bit of a mixture. Black pickguard. It's got the V-stop tailpiece on there, which we have on a lot of our models these days, becoming a modern classic design, I think. Black finished headstock, the classic Duojet headstock there with the die-cast tuners. Another finish here is the jade grey metallic. We have a lot of metallics this year, so I'm going to be moving them around in the light to try and show you how metallic it is. But do try and get down to the store and see them in the flesh, because sometimes the metallic doesn't go through the camera lens that well, so do try and get into the store and have a look at them. They're going to be in stores very soon. So that's your jade grey metallic. And then lastly, on the Double Jet new model, we have this brand new colour to Gretsch, which we called London Grey. And as an Englishman, I guess that's after our grey skies in London, but I'm not going to comment further on that one. Who knows why it's called that, but that's London Grey metallic finish all over with those Broadtron pickups and all those other glorious features I told you about. Next up, right behind me, the new finishes on the Electromatic center block model. So we introduced this model, or center block junior I should say, so we introduced this model last year with gold hardware. It had a blue finish, a green finish, and orange finish. Those models are still going, but these models are now with additional with the nickel hardware. So again, with this one is the jade grey metallic again. We love this colour, so it's on a few of our new models. And the thing about these, as I said, the junior models. And by junior, I don't mean that they are beginners models or the starters or for anything like that. What junior means is they're physically smaller. It's 14 inches across as opposed to 16 inches across on the regular center block models, which means that they're just a little bit more manageable. So those players who are perhaps used to a Telecaster or a Stratocaster or some other solid body models, and they want the look and sound of a hollow body or center block, they can get that, but not have to have a huge, great big guitar to get their arms around. This one is much more manageable, a bit more ergonomic for those people, and also for those people of a smaller stature perhaps, who don't want a huge guitar to manage. These guitars have Graphtec new bone nuts, they have medium jumbo frets, the licensed Bixby B70, treble bleed on the volume, spruce center block which is chambered, just really cool aged binding, and three new finishes on these. So we have the Casino Gold Metallic as well. Again, try and move that in the light so you can get the metallic finish. And finally, tucked away in the corner, this one is the Dark Cherry Metallic, a really classy finish with that silver pickguard complementing it nicely. So that's the Electromatic center blocks junior models. And then over here, we have a new addition to our hollow body, Electromatic hollow body range, is the rat rods. We call them the rat rods. These are the G5410s. A rat rod, in case you don't know, is the hot rod, which is kind of stripped down and really kind of basic and funky looking. And similarly, these ones have satin finishes, So they've got this satin finish all over, and also they have slightly shallower bodies than the regular 5420 that they're based on. So our regular hollow bodies, the depth of that is 2 3/4 inches. These ones are 2 1/4 inches. So they're, again, a bit more manageable to get your arm around, but also gives it a slightly snappier tone. We've put, just for fun, these red inserts into the top of our regular black top Filtertron pickups. And this particular one is the satin white finish with the black binding, which looks very cool. Nice contrast with the color matched headstock and everything. Then we have the Phantom metallic satin finish with the black pickguard on there and the white H-white binding. And by the way, all of these have Graphtec new bone nuts. They have secured ridges, so the ridges aren't going to fly around when you're rocking out. Licensed Bigsby B60 on there. And then finally on these ones with the finish is the Satin Black finish. And on this one, again, just for fun, because we like to mix it up a bit, we've put a red pickguard on there, which kind of complements the inserts on the pickups and gives it, again, that kind of rat rod kind of vibe. Really stripped down. We expect to see a lot of people rocking these out, getting them really tatty, putting stickers on them, like Tim Armstrong's guitar, just really knackered because they're rocking them so hard. These are really ripe for throwing around on stage. So that's the Rat Rod series, part of the hollow body range. And then finally, as the new products in our Electromatic series, we have Baritone. So we've had one Baritone guitar for many, many years in the range, and it's been pretty steady going on. And we found that recently there's been a popular resurgence in Baritone guitar playing amongst singer-songwriters and amongst people who want to get a fatter sound from their band, or people who want to make a different level of texture on recordings. So really versatile instruments, more versatile than people may think. So the Baritone guitar right there. And this one, our Baritones have a 29.75-inch scale length on them. We tune them B2B from the factory, but the long scale length means you can also tune them down to E, and use them as like a 6-string bass, like a Fender Bass 6, for example. Get that tic-tac sound if you want, or tune them B2B or A to A or however you like them. It's going to give you a really fat sound. These are solid mahogany bodies, bolt-on necks. The necks are color matched. This one is dark cherry metallic. These have the Gretsch mini humbuckers. They were on the old model, and we practiced with a load of different pickups, and these pickups were the best sounding ones for this particular concept, with the V-stop tail on there. Block inlays on the hardtail version, and then we also, of course, had to do a Bigsby version. So on the Bigsby version, it's got the classic Gretsch thumbnails on there, and you've got the Bigsby B50 on the back, black pickguard, again, those mini humbuckers. And this one's an airline silver, so it's a metallic silver finish. Again, the metallic, I'll try and get in the light there. We also have this one in black, and then the hardtail version also available in jade grey metallic that you saw earlier, and that London grey that we were talking about as well. So that is the new Gretsch Electromatics for here, NAMM 2020. Thanks very much.